All right, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has made it clear that Israel's war is against the Iranian regime, not the people of Iran. The brutality and ferocity of the current regime is certainly well documented, and that includes, among a host of other things, tremendous oppression on many minority groups within Iran, including Christians, for sure. But could all of that potentially change as a result of this war? And what effect is the war having so far on the Iranian people right now? Well, here to discuss this is Dr. Hormoz Shariat. He's the founder and president of Iran Alive Ministries. Dr. Shariat, welcome back to Washington Watch. Great to have you.
Thank you, Jody, for inviting me to share.
Well, give us a recap of what's happening on the ground in Iran. There's a lot of news, I think, coming out of Israel, but what's happening on the ground in Iran since this whole war started on June 13th?
Well, I'm in touch with them daily. As you may know, we have a 24/7 satellite broadcast with the internet cut. We have many viewers and we have many leaders inside Iran. So I'm in touch with them. There's a lot of suffering. But let me make this point that the attack of Israel, that's what the people of Iran have been asking Netanyahu to do. That's strange. But the last year, they have been saying, hey, would you do the same that you did to Lebanon? You eliminated their leaders one by one with pinpoint laser accuracy. Would you do that to us? Iranian people have been saying that for the last year. And so they welcome this attack strangely. That's very strange. People who ask another country, would you attack us? But they were hoping this. They were hoping that Netanyahu and Israel will take out the supreme leader, the top leaders, and there will be a change of government without much price to pay. And it hasn't been that way for much of the time. But people of Iran are hopeful. There are two types of people talking to each other. One is saying, hey, we told you war is ugly. Why did you want war? And the other group are saying, well, we know we have to pay a price. We have been paying a price for the last 45 years with our lives. Our loved ones have been killed and we're going to continue to pay a price. Why not pay a little price for a short time for the government to change? So overall, the people of Iran are hopeful.
That's remarkable. Dr. Hormoz Shariat with Iran Alive Ministries. I have actually read some of those accounts. I was looking forward to having you on to verify the fact that some of the Iranians have been asking for this because let's just go there a little bit further. Let me ask it to you this way. The strikes from Israel on Iran, what does that reveal to the Iranians about the Israeli government?
They always respected the Israel government. Actually, may I say, Netanyahu is more popular in Iran than in his own country. And Israel is a country that people of Iran are looking up to. They have been saying, hey, we could have been like Israel. If this Islamic government wasn't ruling us, we could be the power. We could have the center of technology and wealth in the Middle East. So they're looking up to Israel as a nation. And may I say something? I've been telling our Jewish friends, and now the people of Iran are saying it. They're saying, hey, at one time in the Old Testament, Cyrus, our king, set your people free. Now it's your turn to return the favor, and you set our people free. So they're seeing that historical favor that Cyrus gave to the Jewish people, set them free and send them back and give them money to build the temple. They're saying this is historical, that they're returning a favor.
Wow, that's remarkable. I want to play a video clip for you of Iran's permanent representative to the United Nations. A statement he made earlier this week regarding how the Iranian regime has responded to Israel. So play clip one for me, if you would, please.
We focused only on military and economic assets involved in the aggression. Unlike the Israeli regime, Iran respects the international humanitarian law. We did not target civilians.
All right. I hope you were able to hear that. What would your response to that be?
Iranian government has shown that there is no morality, there is no commitment to truth. Even when they sign up for the agreement in the past, they have agreed multiple times. They've agreed about stopping the nuclear activities, but they continued. They lied. So they want to look good, but you can never trust them. And at this point, this is my feeling. They're attacking the civilians in Israel, hoping that Israel will attack the civilians in Iran. Why? Because the Iranian government knows that the people of Iran are pro-Israel. They want Israel to attack, but only military targets and top leadership, not people. So if Israel makes that mistake of attacking the civilians, then the Iranian government will win. They would tell their own people, see, they don't care about you. We told you Israel has no intention to set you free. They hate you. So it's a survival mode for the Iranian government. They would lie. They would do anything to survive.
Amazing. So let's. How does the attitude of the Iranian people differ from their own government? I mean, it sounds like you're laying out a scenario where the people as a whole, and I'm sure there are some people who probably agree with the indoctrination that they have received from the Iranian government and so forth, but you're describing a scenario where many, and I don't know what percentage or how many that may be, but the Iranian people differ from their government. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, totally. There is a major gap between Iranian people and the government. It took 45 years to get there. Whatever the government of Iran stands for, the people are against. So when they come out, the Iranian government with its own people, which are about 10, 15% of the population, when they come out and say, death to America, death to Israel, the people of Iran say they are probably good people. Iranians, I would say, I can boldly say this. The only nation that loves Israel, or at least an Islamic nation that loves Israel right now, is Iran. Maybe more than any other nation in the world. Iranians love Israel and US.
Wow. So what outcome do the Iranian citizens want from this attack? I mean, what are they hoping for?
They're hoping for the change of government with the least amount of casualty, civilian casualty, the least price they have to pay, because they paid a big price the last 20 years. Multiple times they came on streets and they protested, and the government of Iran was so cruel, killed thousands of them, arrested tens of thousands of them, and tortured, raped, and then executed many. And let me make this point. Iranian government is telling its own people today, we may be weak towards the outsiders, towards Israel, towards US. We may have lost our proxy forces in the Middle East, but hey, watch out. We are strong towards you. Just dare come on streets. We will have no mercy. So Iranian people know that. That's why even the government of Iran is so weak. You don't see major protests on the streets, because the people of Iran know, even though the government of Iran is so weak, it's strong towards them. If they come on the streets, they will kill tens of thousands of them with no mercy.
Wow. So is there a possibility? It sounds like you were saying the people want a regime change. That certainly is a political possibility now. Is there a potential of a worse regime change if that were to happen? Could the outcome go that direction, or are you pretty confident that it would be for the good if there is a regime change?
Knowing the Iranian culture, this is a personal view. Many Iranians are thinking very positive that if this government changes, we're going to have democracy, we're going to have heaven on earth. But knowing the culture of the Middle East, I say the Middle East is not ready for democracy. So unfortunately, my opinion is if this government goes, the problems will not go away and there will be internal conflict. Of course, many people know that, still say, hey, we want that. Let's go to the next step. We know the road will not be easy, but let's take the first step to get rid of this government, then we'll work it out. But it's not going to be easy. If the Khamenei is in power, it's very bad. And if he goes, it's going to be bad also. It's going to be hard days and months ahead of us.
So it's going to be probably worse before it gets better, but it can all change. Let me ask you this question that comes to me a lot, and I think someone like you would have a better perspective than most people I know, at least. Do you see any prophetic significance right now as to what's happening between these two countries?
Of course, Jeremiah 49 verses 34 to 39, you go there, and I've written that in my book, Iran Alive, Iran's Great Awakening. My book is called Iran's Great Awakening. I wrote it 5 years ago, but you read the middle chapters, it's the current events. I write there, according to Jeremiah 49, that Israel and other nations will attack Iran and attack, it says, I will break the bow of Iran. That's missile sites, that's the nuclear sites, the military targets. So it's happening. Jeremiah 49:34 and on is happening today. It might not be the final, but it's towards the fulfillment of those prophecies. And Iranian people, this is what we've used. We have a 24/7 channel. That's what I'm sharing with the people of Iran. The moment this war started, we started having live broadcasts every day and presenting these verses to Iranian people, say it's very bad, but hey, it's going to be bad for a while, but God has promised the end is going to be great. Jeremiah 49:38, God says, I will set my throne in Elam, which is completely inside Iran. And then the following verse, he says, I will restore the fortunes of Iran. So the end is good. We're giving people hope. And we're getting so many stories. I encourage you to go to our website, iranalive.org. Sign up. You're going to receive great stories and also up-to-date news. You won't read it in the major medias.
Sounds great. So give me this. What is the state of the gospel in Iran, and what is Iran Alive Ministries doing right now? Are you seeing an awakening spiritually take place in regard to Christianity?
And it's accelerating. Iranians are very open to the gospel. Iran has the fastest growing evangelical population in the world. We are seeing thousands come to Christ. We are seeing right now 1,200 converts that contact us, and we have had over 100,000 people that have contacted us, prayed with us. And I do a curve. How many people are coming every month? And I would show you, and you will be shocked. The curve is like an exponential growth. The number of salvation is growing exponentially. And we at Iran Alive, we are good at evangelism, but we're working on training them. Did you know we have an online school and we have over 4,700 students, most of them from Iran. They want to be trained. They say, we are hungry for the word of God. Pastor Hormoz, train us. We want to serve the Lord. There is a supernatural hunger for the people of Iran, for the true God. They come to Christ, and healthy babies, they're hungry for the word. And I want to encourage your viewers, would you pray for us, and would you join us to disciple this nation? They're so hungry. Would you join us and broadcast your programs on our channel? Let them hear the gospel. They're hungry. They will sit there for hours and listen to the gospel teaching.
What great, great, great news. Dr. Hormoz Shariat, thank you so much